Athens and democracy. Government in Athens. The oligarchy of Sparta was radically different from the type of government practiced by the Athenians, who set up a democracy. The constitution was not in the hands of the few, rather, it was controlled by the many, the demos, or people. Four men were responsible for the development of democracy in Athens. Solon, in 594 BC, was the first. He made social and political reforms to lessen the conflict between the rich and the poor in the city. In order to free the citizens from debt and enslavement, he canceled all debts and abolished slavery. Politically, he reduced the power of the wealthy aristocrats by giving them more power to the people. The government already consisted of two leaders called archons, who held the executive power. These men were advised by the aristocratic council of elders called the Council of Areopagus, which was a hill in Athens where its meeting was held. To these, Solon now added three new political bodies that gave more power to the average citizen: a people's court, where all disputes, public or private, were settled by the people; the people's assembly, to which all Athenian citizens belonged and decided on the matters of the state; and a council of 400, which consisted of 100 citizens from each of the four tribes that made up the Athenian citizenry. That prepared business for the assembly to consider. Solon's reforms, however, pleased neither the populace, because not enough power was given, nor the aristocrats, because their power was decreased. Unrest followed. Pisistratus. Pisistratus then became the tyrant in 560 BC. Among his benefits to the city, he continued to process of democratization by redistributing the land previously owned by the rich nobles to farmers and making loans to poor farmers to start anew. Cleisthenes. In 508 BC, a third influential figure, Cleisthenes, came to power in Athens. He did much to develop Athenian democracy. Cleisthenes divided the citizens into 10 new tribes from the four old tribes and mixed them up so that no one tribe was dominated by the rich, as had been the case before. He increased the council of 400 to the council of 500, which now consisted of 50 citizens from each tribe. He also introduced the practice of ostracism. Every year, the Athenians could banish from the city any man they deemed threatening. This was done by writing his name on a poshard or ostraka. The man in which the most votes was then exiled for 10 years. Pericles. It was in the time of Pericles, one of Athenians' best statesmen, that democracy was completely attained. He made all offices in the government payable, and all officers were elected by a lot rather than by vote, so that even the poorer citizens could now participate in the government. Athenian democracy has influenced many democratic governments in world history, including the American governmental system.